Prepare yourselves, because today I'll be teaching you how to build the world's Minecraft's simplest redstone-powered cobblestone generator. Are you excited? Well, in all fairness, though, it's quite simple. I present to you the world's Minecraft's perhaps simplest item list of them all. So from left to right, we have 1 redstone dust, 1 redstone torch, 1 piston, 1 bucket of water, 1 bucket of lava, some chosen blocks. 64 is not needed, but I'm going to choose polished andesite, and finally 1 staircase. So jumping right into the tutorial, let's start off by placing a piston facing towards you. Now this piston, wherever it's facing, will be where its a line of cobblestone will be generated. So it'll start pushing, it'll be pushing this way basically. As a rough guide, it will push out 12 blocks from the piston, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so now we are going to build a bit of a horseshoe container around the left side of this piston. It could be on the right side as well, but your choice. Like this, basically. We're not going to place our lava there, because that's where our lava will go. We won't place it there just yet. Let's place a block down in front of the normal piston, and then let's place our staircase, one staircase block in any direction, any orientation. I'm going to place it like this. And you might be thinking, why a staircase? We'll get to that later. Now we're going to cover this stair from all sides, because this is where we're going to put our water. Yes, believe it or not, our water's going to go there. Because we have it covered, otherwise it will start flowing out and pretty much destroying our day. And probably the contraption itself. And now what you're going to do is you're going to dig below this piston like that. You're going to destroy the block that was originally in front of it. And you're going to place a redstone torch right there. And then we're going to place a redstone dust to the left of this torch. Right here. And the thing is, this block cannot be transparent like you see of this glass. It has to be powered, so therefore it has to be your chosen block. It has to be a block that is solid. Now, not to confuse anyone, you don't need to place glass around this. I've just replaced it because you can see things much better through this. Obviously this can be replaced by your chosen block, like I said before. And now we're going to place down our bucket of lava here. Now this is it. That's it. And here we go, we have our cobblestone generator complete. Now there is a few caveats, as you can see right here. This is one of them. The piston does push a maximum of 12 blocks, so it will reach its piston push limit quite easily. In the case that this happens and you come back and you're like, why is it not working? In that case, you're going to have to destroy all the blocks, and including this block right here, otherwise it just won't push. And like that, it carries on working. Now, if you never want this piston push limit to be reached, you just have to carry on mining these blocks right here, or having something just to pull them out the way. Now, enough of Java, let's go over to Bedrock, where I tested this contraption out. As you can see, it does work, so that's a plus for Bedrock. But when it doesn't reach its piston push limit, as you can see here, if you break the blocks, the piston starts moving. Yeah, you don't have to reset it like in Java. If you're in Bedrock, well, you have an easier time. If this is all you want, then you can leave right now. But, before you leave, can I ask you to humbly drop a like? If this did make you happy and you're satisfied with what you built, then a like will be much appreciated, so it can spread to more viewers, you know? But genuinely, I did figure this out myself. So if there is someone who's made something like this, then I guess we have the same designs. And if you're in survival, this is quite simple. This is quite cheap as well, relatively cheap. And compared to doing something like this, you see a lot of people doing, it's much easier. Then some of your cobblestone will get burnt up, as you saw right there. Hopefully you're still watching, but this is the part of the video where I go ahead and explain how this works. It's actually not that hard, but hey, it's interesting nonetheless. But explaining it, we have to go to my redstone world. Hey, this is the cobblestone generator I made before, and this is something I made up as like something that could be useful. So what this does is it pushes it all out until it gets this wall piece, and when it does, it triggers all these pistons to push it up. So in the end, what you will get is a sort of wall that forms. And if you want to make something out of this, you could do something quite a lot with this. But hey, moving to the actual contraption. Now this is the fundamental. So this is the fundamental of what happens with this contraption. As soon as a block is formed, this redstone torch powers above it, right? So if you put like a piston there, it will power this piston. So when a block is created, it powers the block, and the block then powers this redstone dust. Redstone dust then powers this block, which powers this. Now you might be thinking, if I remove this redstone dust, won't this power it by itself? Because technically this is being powered, and it should power this, but for some reason, in Java at least, you can't power a piston from its front, which is really strange. But if we then go behind it, it does push it forward. It's just costing you 1 extra redstone dust. I mean, that's not too bad. And then what happens is you have something like this. Whenever you place something, it just automatically pushes. And this is how you like make very quick pulse. You can make a 0-tick pulse with this if you use another piston, but that's a bit more advanced. So when you place a block, it gets powered like usual, and it powers this piston. But when it gets pushed away, the power then goes, and then the piston retracts, and you're ready to place another block right here. Pretty much the basics of this generator. What cobblestone generator people think would be lava from the left and water from the right. That doesn't work, obviously. I need to like have a hole here and everything. If I have water on the left and lava on the right, the water would flood this for one, and it would also flood this. So, but then I realized you could waterlog blocks, and that's the state at which a block carries water properties. And one thing that does do that is a stair. And yeah, you can put water inside it basically, and then it suddenly has water properties, but above it, it does not. So if I place a lava here, it doesn't turn to obsidian. But if I, oh wait, no, but it does still have water properties below the block, and instantly, lava there, and cobblestone right there. Basically cobblestone in a much compacter way. You could actually replace it with a slab because water can go on top of this as well. Now this is the simplest of the simple. I hope that wasn't too long to explain all this, but hopefully you get it. Maybe I went a bit too quick, but now you know the waterlogged blocks do act with water properties. So, but if you do have any problems, very importantly, chuck them in the comments. I will try and answer them as ASAP as possible. Is that a phrase? But yeah, if you want, you can even subscribe. I have more redstone videos coming out, maybe redstone tutorials or something a bit different. But we'll have to see. Anyway, I'll see you guys in another video. Click on one of these two videos to see more from me if you want to, obviously. And I'll see you over there. Bye.